Good evening, family, and welcome back to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down. I am your host, Miss Erin Bull, also the host of the Beacon of Truth podcast. Good evening. I hope you all are well. As you can see, I do have on my Georgia Bulldog shirt, because that's the only winning team I have. And, my other team, of course, is the Atlanta Falcons, who is, yeah. Nevertheless, I hope all is well with you. As you can see, I am here by myself. So generally, when I'm here alone, I am not before you long, and such is the case for this weekend. But I did want to stop in and holler at you guys this weekend for the simple fact, next weekend is moving day, so I will not be doing the show next week as we will be moving into our new house. Things are clicking along with that. Our closing date is Tuesday, so that will be the day that I actually get my keys. I spent most of the evening Friday reaching out to utilities and all of that to get those turned on, and we are rocking and rolling. As we get ready for this move, we're also still planning a wedding. So we're trying to check some boxes off on that. So it's just an exciting and stressful and a little bit exhausting time for me and for us right now. But things are looking up and I am definitely excited. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for just all of the love and support that you have given, not only to this show, but to me and to V as well as we transition into this next phase of life. Excuse the bags and, the low energy tonight. I am exhausted, but please do not misunderstand me, y'all. I am so excited. And as we prepare to get into our new home, I think one of the biggest things about it is just for us to be together again. For the past 2 years, V and I have been living separately. Like I live with my parents, he lives with his. Although we are literally about a mile and a half from each other when we're home simultaneously, which is about twice a month. Um, but I mean, that's my bestie, that's my best friend, that's my boo, that's my everything, my future husband, all of that. So just the opportunity to just have time together and make the house a home. We've been looking at lawnmowers and storage facilities and gazebos and pergolas and all types of things, just trying to get ready for this move. It is oh my god, y'all, I have been on an emotional roller coaster because I am the cheerleader in the relationship. Like I get excited about everything. Yay, go team, go team. And y'all know, y'all seen V. He is cool as a fan. So he's like, yeah, that's cool, babe. I'm excited. I can't wait. But I did get a chance to take him by the house on Sunday and give him a chance to see his new home. So that was exciting. I wish I had a video of it, but of course, he was still cool as a fan. I love it. This is cool. But nevertheless, it's exciting nonetheless, and I know he's excited on the inside. He's just an internal processor. He's one of the two cool guys. He's just cool as a fan, but I love him to death. Um, and we are about 7 months away from our wedding as well. So this is just so it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. We're moving, and then we're heading to the holidays. Our birthdays, holidays, Christmas, New Year's. Then next thing you know, here come the wedding bell. So, baby, and we are ready for it all. And I am just so excited and just privileged and blessed to have a partner who is fully committed to making all of these different things happen. I can't express just the sense of relief it is that at least that's one thing I don't have to worry about Is he gonna do what he says he's gonna do? Is he with it? Is he fully into it? No, he's there. He's there. He just doesn't express it verbally, but he has been everything I needed through this whole process. So it's amazing. It's a blessing. It's a privilege. I'm just so excited. But nevertheless, like I said, I'm sorry, got a little long winded, but y'all, I'm so excited. But nevertheless, all right. So let's get into some conversation this evening. So first of all, I don't even know what y'all want to talk about first. Y'all want to talk about the Haitians, at the U.S. Mexico border in Texas. So we're gonna talk about this missing woman and all the missing people that are not getting the same coverage. All right, so let's talk about what's going on with the Haitians all of a sudden coming to the United States. So what is happening, if you are not aware, you might be under a rock like me, because I actually don't get a lot of news coverage these days as I'm working on all of these different projects that I just went over. But over the past couple of weeks, like about 15,000 Haitian migrants have shown up at the U.S. border. But the reason that it really came to light was because of the inhumane treatment they've been experiencing under the current administration. And of course, the irony of it is that the other side, if you want to call them that, was, of course, the first ones to point them out. Oh, look at what Biden's doing at the border. But you didn't recognize what was going on at the border just a year ago when it was children. Okay, but nevertheless, so let's talk about these Haitian migrants. Um, why they are fleeing Haiti. So actually, they've actually been fleeing their home country for the past 10 years, since they've had a number of natural disasters taking place, starting with the earthquake that happened in 2010, the devastating earthquake that happened in Haiti. And they initially migrated to Latin America. But as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, economic opportunities are drying up for them there. And obviously, with the new administration, they felt like they had a better opportunity to get into the United States. Um, Again, the reason that it came to the light, though, or came to light, I'm sorry, was because uh, of some kind of scary, awful slavery looking images that have come out about the way that the Border Patrol has been treating these people. And I say people with emphasis because they have not been treated like people. There were images of Border Patrol on horseback, like herding them like sheep and with whips and all of this kind of stuff or whatever. And it was just horrible. And I was reading one other story where they had the personal belongings of these migrants in like little, plastic bags that they give them, almost look like jail bags. But they dumped all of their belongings into a pile. These bags are not labeled, they're not identified. They just dumped them into a pile and told them to go get their stuff. That's it. So, President Biden has come out and spoken against these actions. The what is he? I wrote, oh, the U.S. Special Envoy to Haiti actually resigned in protest of the inhumane treatment of these people. So as of right now, some are being deported, some are being given asylum. We don't know exactly how this is going to unfold, but they are definitely clearing out these 15,000 people. They've been making little flights back and forth, taking them back to Mexico, and some are still here. So we're going to keep our eyes on that. Next, I don't know how tapped in y'all are, but obviously Gabby Petito is missing. This was, a young woman who went on a road trip, a van trip with her fiance, and he came back. She didn't. So, there's a nationwide manhunt for for her body, or for her. Hopefully, it's not her body, but at this point, who knows? But there is a nationwide manhunt for her, as well as her fiance, who is refusing to speak or cooperate with authorities at the moment. Now, in light of this, so they're currently searching in Wyoming for Gabby Petito. While over the last 10 years in the state of Wyoming alone, over 700 indigenous women have gone missing. Where is their national coverage? Also, recently, Jelani Day's body was recovered from the Illinois River. This was a grad student who went missing in late August. And like I said, his body was just recently discovered. Perhaps if he had received the same coverage that this young woman is receiving, maybe he would have been found alive. Also, recently, Kelly Price was declared missing after being released from the hospital here in Atlanta after recovering from COVID-19. Earlier today, she was marked safe. That she just went to a safe, quiet place to recover from the vaccine. I'm not the vaccine, I'm sorry, but from the virus. But when will we get equal coverage on missing people, regardless? Now, what we see most often is if you are young, white, blonde, you get national coverage. If you have any type of tan or shade, melanin, or anything to your skin, not so much, unless you are a celebrity. And I think that they should develop a system where all missing people receive the same amount of coverage. Let me know your thoughts on that. So, those are my two big things that I wanted to talk about today. Um, so let me know what you're thinking about what's going on with the Haitian migrants. Also, I guess one of the odd or ironic, I don't know, things about these Haitian refugees is that we're turning them away, but we've opened our arms to the refugees from Afghanistan and, made accommodations for them as we should. Honestly, they have been a partner in this 20-year fight. But my question is, what is wrong with Haiti? There's always been some sort of odd relationship to Haiti for as long as I've known about Haiti. So I don't know. And I'm not saying anything one way or the other. I generally honestly do not know. It's something that I will look into and hopefully come back with some answers for you later. But if you have any answers, feel free to use the doors of the comment section, which are always open. Um I lost my other train of thought in regards to the Haitian migrants. Yeah, so we're gonna move on. All right, let's see. The young man that was missing, and we mainly heard about it on social media, not national headlines. Correct. So again, that is Jelani Day. And also, since Gabby Petito has received this nationwide coverage for her situation, there are other stories of Black and Brown people that are missing whose stories are being brought to light now as well. But this is coming from social media, still not reaching the national media. And I'm not understanding how they determine who gets coverage and who doesn't. I think that if a person is reported missing, regardless of the circumstances, it should be treated the same. If you find the circumstances of Gabby Petito to be odd, you should have found the circumstances of Jelani Day to be odd, which are also odd for the situation with Kelly Price and countless others. We can, if you can ever remember any missing people, Elizabeth Smart, Casey Anthony, um, what's the girl that got killed on the boat? Natalie Holloway. Okay, there's a theme there. There's no melanin there. So again, can we get equal and fair coverage? Especially because this is not politically based. So what else could it be? Hmm. Y'all fill in the blanks there. But all right, y'all. So y'all know me. I'm up here by myself. I'm not gonna be before you long. I wanted to hit those 2 points with you, and then I do have a couple of debate topics as usual. But before I pull that up, and of course, once again, I'm not prepared, but that's how I do. Yeah, I don't mind me. Let me see. Actually, I don't want to pull that up right now. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean for it to share immediately. Okay, can I click stop sharing? All right. I'll do that in a minute. My bad. But I just want to remind you again that this is the Beacon of Truth. And the goal here is just for education as well as entertainment. If you ever have any comments, questions, concerns, or anything that you would like to express or have addressed here, that you have two options. Actually, you have a couple of options. You can be a part of the show. And I know that some of you may feel intimidated by coming on camera. So if you are feeling a little self confident, you do have the option to not show your camera and just, hear your voice. So I'm going to, think I did this before, but I'm going to do it real quick. So I am. Okay, so I stopped my microphone and my camera simultaneously, which is not what I meant to do. But I'm gonna stop my camera real quick just so you can see. So you do have the option to set up your avatar, which this is just my default avatar for my Google page. So if you don't want to show your face, but you still have something to say and feel like maybe you type too slow, maybe I talk too fast, you can use this option so that you can express your thoughts and opinions, and all are welcome. One thing about this show is, yeah, for the most part, I don't engage in conflict. I do engage in healthy debate. I'm not one of those places where you have to agree, and if you don't agree with me, you're automatically wrong. However, I operate in facts. So if the facts don't line up, then you're wrong. And I'm not so perfect as to the fact that I'm always right, never wrong. No, that's not the case. And as this is the beacon of truth, and one of the goals, like I said, is education. That means for not just for you all, but for myself as well. So if you have something to bring to the table, please do. The doors of the comment section as well as the click on the show option are always there. Also, you can find us on social media, on obviously here on YouTube, as well as messaging options through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. So pick your poison. Let me know your thoughts. But all right, so let's get into some debates, and then I'm gonna give you the black fact, and we'll call it a wrap. How's that? All right, now I'm ready. All right, so I'm gonna make this big for a second. So y'all just leave y'all comments. I will address them once I take this down. I think I just have 3 for the evening. I think it's 3. All right. So the first one says, too many men are used to seeing their mom do it all and think their woman should too. So let me know your thoughts on this statement. Me personally, I don't know if that's the case, but y'all let me know. What I find is that most often when you deal with the man who is used to seeing their mother have to do it all, that's actually kind of fuel for their fire to make sure that their woman doesn't have to bear the type of weight that they saw their mother have to do. But what do y'all think about that? Is it have you Are you finding that to be the case? Do you feel like that is the case, that too many men are used to seeing their mom do it all and think that their woman should too? All right, so this one. So my husband wants to charge our daughter $100 rent. She's only 16 years old and feels like since she can spend her own money on whatever she wants, then she can pay a bill. I asked him at what age did his mother charge him rent. He said 18, and my dad didn't make me start paying rent until I was 21. Now, he can't see her bank account, so he doesn't know what she has in either her checking nor her savings. But am I wrong for saying no to the rent payment since she is still in high school? What are your thoughts on this one? So, a couple of things about this one. Um, if she is working, I wouldn't necessarily make her like pay a bill, but I would encourage, like, I'm for the $100 rent. And what I would do is instead of putting it in my pocket, just put it into an account for her. But I do think that it would give her a sense of responsibility. And it's a small enough amount. So, your typical high school job, you're going to make about maybe $300, $400 a month because you don't have that much time to really work. You're working part time, maybe a couple nights a week, and usually Friday, Saturday, something like that. So with a job like that, you're probably going to make, like I said, about $300 to $400 a week. I'm sorry, a month. So that's about 25% of her income right there, which is kind of on par with, I guess, healthy spending habits. And then it also teaches her to save. And I think that, maybe at the end of high school when she graduates, she kind of gets her own money back. But it also gives her a sense of understanding, like, I don't know how much. What? Okay, let's do some math real quick. So she's 16. She's probably maybe in 10th grade because you typically graduate when you're 18. So you're looking at maybe 24 months of paying rent. That's $2,400. That's enough for a down payment on a car. Um, or that's enough to, get you started and get out the house or whatever options you're going to have there. So is the father wrong for, but my thing is, if you're generating income, now, if she didn't have a job and, she wasn't working and buying things that, she wanted, then maybe I'll be like, no, because you don't want to force her for something that she's not ready for. But obviously, she is ready for spending habits. So I think she's ready for a sense of responsibility as well. Let me know what you think about this question. All right. So the next one. My fiance wants to have a wedding and I don't. I want a small ceremony. She wants to use the $16,000 that I have saved up for a home and for emergency funds. So let's see. I already spent $3,000 on a ring she wanted, and that was from my savings. We can't seem to come to a compromise. I'm willing to spend $5,000 on the wedding, and she says that's not enough. What can I do? Now, again, I just snatched these things off social media, so I don't know really who these people are, but I just wanted to present these situations to you and get your perspectives or thoughts on it. Um, Now, one, y'all know me, I'm kind of cheap and low budget, so y'all know I'm kind of on the guy side here. Um, and if I don't understand, okay, so if the woman is looking for him to fund the wedding, where's her contributions? Now, I could see if she was looking like if she had the expectations of her parents paying for it or his parents, but if he's paying for it, then y'all are paying for it. And I'm not, I don't know. I don't get this one-sided thing. Y'all know that's my struggle. Like, okay, and he's gonna give 5,000. So if you want a bigger wedding, then you need to contribute more. If not, then plan for a wedding that fits within that $5,000 budget. I don't know. And I certainly would not be in favor of using the $16,000 that he's telling you he saved up for a home and emergency funds. That means that one, you're not going to be prepared for a home. So you're going to get married and do what? What is your current living situation in this case? Because you're using the home money, the money he's saving up for a home. So clearly, either you guys are already living in an apartment or you're not living together, but you're going to get married. So if you're going to take all of the money that he has saved up just for the wedding, what are you going to do after you're married? Now, he already was generous in spending $3,000 on a ring. So I know you got a nice little carrot on your hand. And I don't know. If this is going to be a deal breaker for y'all, and if this is an issue right here, y'all gonna struggle with the rest of the marriage. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. All right. And then this one. So this is Angela Bassett. Of course, you all know her. Now, I don't know. Hopefully you haven't seen this yet. I was a little late. I was supposed to do this last week. So recently, her wax figure was released. Now, looking at this, can y'all tell which one is the wax figure? I know which one it is. Do you? All right, so let me click stop sharing and go back. Oh, she said she wanted to join in. Oh, okay, okay, my bad. And the one time I did not put the link. All right. All right, there's the link. I just dropped it so you can click on it there. And come on in. Come on in. Let's see. I'll be calling in soon because I do type fast, but the grammar is incorrect. All right. Come on, cuz. I'm spilling my juice on myself. Let me see if I can play this right one.
I like it. I love it. I want some more.
That wasn't the one. I was trying to play the little waiting music. Oh, there we go. That's us waiting for Courtney to click on this link that she asked for. And she's not here. Okay, Courtney, close on. Y'all know. I will keep it moving. All right. So while you try and get yourself together, I'm going to read this black fact. Okay. All right. So this week's black fact is Jomo Kenyatta. He was born October 20th, 1891 to August 22nd, 1978. He was a Kenyan politician. He became Kenya's first president and considered founding father of the Kenyan nation. He led Kenya African nation. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all, sometimes these calls be having grammatical errors on here. All right. He led the Kenya African National Union delegation to the first and second Lancaster Conference in London, where Kenya's independence constitution was negotiated in 1960 and 1962. He supported reconciliation and consistently asked white settlers not to leave Kenya. His policy was that of continuity and gradual Africanization of the government, keeping many colonial civil servants in their old jobs as they were gradually replaced by Kenyans. He oversaw the peaceful reform process, Kenya's admission into the United Nations, and established institutions of independent Kenya. That is Jomo Kenyatta. Uh, and that is your black fact for the week. And we have our guest. Welcome. Welcome.
Hey guys. Yeah. Thanks.
There you
I
go.
love the applause. I love the
Yes,
applause.
yes. Welcome,
I said
welcome,
I just
welcome to
decided
the
to join
shop.
in with you.
Okay, so what's going on? You got 2 cents or 3 cents? What you got?
Man, I got about two. So if you go back to I love the debate things. Those are so cool. So if you go back to the one where they was talking about the wedding thing,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
You need me
honest.
to put it back up there? Yeah,
Yeah.
because you trying to go from your memory.
No,
Mhm.
I remember it pretty much for the most part. I think it was just kind of when you go into to me personally, I definitely agree with you on that one. Everything you said, I was trying to log in before you actually kind of said what I was thinking, but yeah, that whole thing with that over budgeting your wedding, my thing honestly is that your wedding should be just for you and that person. All that extra money, you can put that extra money towards, setting yourselves up for a beautiful future. But if y'all worrying about one day, then my thing is to the woman is that what are you really looking forward to at this point? Are you looking forward to entertainment and the glitz and glamour? Or are you looking forward to having that future with that person?
Right. Because to me, it just sounds like she is short sighted. Like, I just want a wedding. I just want a wedding. I want to get married. I'm not, and he is looking long term because he started out saying that she wants to use the money that I've saved up for a home and for emergency funds. So that lets me know right there that she has a responsible man. Bare minimum, he's financially responsible, which is important in a relationship. So you about to get mad and possibly get rid of this man who also, again, can we point out, spent $3,000 on a ring, and
Right.
he's willing to give up $5,000 for the wedding. So he has now put in $8,000 towards the marriage that apparently both because you accepted, that's your fiance, or
Right.
they're engaged. So he's put in $8,000 to get you to the point that both of you want to be at, but it's not enough.
But the crazy thing you just said,
What?
long term. She's looking short term. She's looking at one day. He's looking in the future. So then that's when you gotta go back. It's like, what do you plan on doing with this relationship? What do you plan on doing with
Exactly.
this marriage? Because if y'all just looking like, I would definitely rather go with being set up because at any given second, as soon as that day's over with, what if something happens?
Right.
Y'all can't live. Y'all gotta, anything goes out, and of course, even being a homeowner, of course. And so, oh yeah, by the way, congratulations! I can actually say it on live. Congratulations! Welcome to the homeowner club.
Thank
New
you.
hoes, new hoes.
Yeah.
Mr. Ho, Mr. and Mrs. Ho.
Ain't fooling with you. You got to get removed. Go on, stick to
No,
your
don't do
point
that.
now.
No, don't do that. But no, it was an inside joke. Homeowner. But even owning a home, it does have a lot of responsibility, and the fact that he's taken in consideration to be the provider, he's already started on the right foot to me to make sure that his home is set up straight to actually
Right.
have somebody come in and not have to worry if something was to get messed up. Because honestly, what, $16,000 saved up? Yeah, that's a lot. But when you got a home and your AC goes out, your water heater goes out, you have plumbing issues, you have electrical problems, you have roofing problems. That 16 can
Right.
go quick, but if the fact is that if you don't have it after that wedding day or something set up, then it's like it's gonna be a little bit of a catch up. Y'all gonna be playing for a little bit of y'all time together.
Right. And I'm hoping that the fact that he was saying that he has $16,000 saved up for a home and emergency funds, I'm guessing that he's thinking about using it as a down payment. I'm hoping that he's not expecting that $16,000 is actual like reserves for in case some stuff like you're not gonna get into a house and repair the house with $16,000.
Oh no, right,
All
absolutely. But
right.
I agree with you on that. What was the other one? Because I know that they were kind of quicks.
The husband wants to charge the daughter $100 rent. The mother is
Okay.
against it.
So instead of the case on that one, I think the biggest thing to me is that you need to teach your child financial obligations. Trying to make somebody pay $100 in rent at 16 years old, that's a bit much.
You think so?
But the thing is that you guys also take in consideration what does that child do outside of schoolwork. Like if that child's participating in activities after school, basketball, cheerleading, football, whatever, how are they gonna come up with $100?
But here's the thing. Now, because it says she's only 16 and she feels like she can spend her own money on whatever she wants. So he feels like she can pay a bill. So it's not like he's saying go get a job and pay $100. Apparently she's already creating some sort or has income some way and she's just spending it however she sees fit. So to me it sounds like, she's already making at least cuz if you think about when did you have a job when you was in high school?
No, I had a summer job. That's about as far as I got because I was so busy. My parents had me so active throughout the year that
Okay.
I didn't work throughout the school year. I just worked only on the summers.
Okay. So I worked in high school. Um Like, I think I worked in 12th grade, maybe 11th and 12th grade. But, you only work it maybe one day throughout the week and, Friday and Saturdays. But or bare minimum, you just working Fridays, Saturdays, and probably Sundays, maybe. But bare minimum, you're gonna be making at least $400 a month. So you think you take $100, that's 25% of her income. What other and it's not like it's taken away from her other financial obligations at 16 years old.
I guess I don't know. I guess I kind of understand, like, as far as if you just kind of blowing it on stuff, yeah. But if I would think I wouldn't just make the like paying rent. It just sounds like, man, because a lot of times to me personally, it's like that means even if you were, say for instance, if you living at your parents' house and you're paying rent, you feel like you're obligated to at least have some type of say. If I'm paying rent, I can at least have some type of say. But at that time, to me, as being as a 16-year-old person, as a 16-year-old child, that's still a child. If they're feeling like that they're just blowing it on everything, yeah, I would, kind of have financial obligations like, hey, what we're gonna do, because it seems like you're not managing your money the way you need to manage it. What we're gonna do is, instead of you just paying rent, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take $100 and we're gonna set you up a college fund, or we're gonna set you up an account that's gonna go towards, you setting yourself up for your future. Because apparently what you're doing is not healthy. But as far as you paying rent, like my whole thing is this: the $100, is that going towards paying the bills in the house, like the electric bill, water bill, or something like that, or is it going towards helping your child to actually have a kind of like a stepping stone or a financial stepping stone for when they graduate out of high school?
Right. And of course, all we have is this quote. So I don't know the answer to that question. But again, I think we're kind of coming to the same place is that she should have some sort of or some sense of financial responsibility. And now, if you have to rely on your child to pay bills in your house, then you need to check yourself. But
Exactly.
I am in favor of charging the daughter $100 a month for rent, but putting it into an account that she can get either when she turns 18, when she graduates, or when it reaches X amount of dollars, or something like that. You know what I mean? And then the fact that it says, now, that he can't see her bank account, so he doesn't know what she has in either her checking or savings. So she is clearly doing something to, generate income to where she has a checking and a savings account. And now, again, this is just extrapolating information from just this post right here. But there are other questions that we do need to know. Is she saving money? Like while she's blowing, is she also contributing to her savings as well already? Or what else is she doing? So, I mean, I'm definitely in agreement that I wouldn't be charging her rent out of necessity. Like, oh, you need to pay this so we can keep the lights on and this. No, that's not a burden that you put on your child because your child didn't ask to be here.
Right.
But again, I am in favor of, establishing a sense of financial obligation or financial responsibility in her own life.
Exactly.
Now, unfortunately, when she becomes an adult, you don't get that little rebate. You're not gonna get the $100 back. You know?
Exactly. Right. And my thing is, when in that bottom part, he can't see what's going on her account. How do you not know? Like, there's no way a 16-year-old can be able to go to a bank and open up a checking account. A parent has to sign for that child to open up a checking account unless they're 18 years old.
Right. So that
So,
means that that's something that the mother and the daughter have done to the exclusion of the father. Now, again, this is my husband. So this is not just, a baby daddy or, the father or a boyfriend. This is a husband. So now that's another layer of confusion. Why is the mom just the sole signer or trustee or trustor or whatever over this daughter's account and the father's not?
exactly. I think to me, honestly, I will give my child a responsibility to, instead of me just automatically just kind of going towards that mode of, oh, well, we're just going to start taking $100. I will kind of go into financial stability. Hey, you need to start saving your money because these are the things that's going to come up in your life, and you want to make sure that if you want to travel, go to college, get your car, whatever the case is, you want to have money for that instead of just kind of blowing it. But I will definitely kind of monitor and see what that child does. Give that child 90 days, allow them to try to do it on their own, and if they don't, then that's when you can kind of step in and, hey, look, okay, so how much money have you saved? Okay, so me and your father or whoever have decided, this is kind of best. I understand, and kind of go from there. But if you just automatically kind of doing stuff automatically, you're not giving your child the opportunity to kind of show themselves of, okay, I need to start saving some money.
Mm, but it's not automatic. It's being charged to the daughter. So, she's in a situation. If she don't pay the rent, pay that $100, she's not getting put out. I
Right.
would hope not.
Exactly.
But so this is the perfect time to kind of create that sense of obligation, because you don't want to let her get out the house to where she has these obligations to where she could get put out for not paying it on time, or face these penalties, the fees, disconnection and stuff like that as an adult. So this is the time where this gives her that little cushion to realize what it means to give up 25% of your income, what I'm saying, for your monthly obligations and things like that. This is the time where she can miss a payment or struggle to make it, or, kind of, it's some wiggle room for her now that she will not have as an
Right.
adult.
I think if it's gonna come down to that, I think as soon as they open up the account, that should already been established. Don't watch your child just keep blowing money and then all of a sudden trying to put restrictions on somebody.
I can see that.
As soon as you open up your account, okay, every time you make this amount of money, we're gonna take this amount. But don't just sit there, because sooner or later it's just like a pattern. Like, that's just me. It's like a pattern. That's just like somebody that just loves to shop. And then they've
Mhm.
been doing it for 2-3 years, and all of a sudden you put a restriction on, hey, look, you can't shop, but instead of you going out here spending $250 a month, now you're gonna spend $50. And they've been doing it for 3 years. That's
Mhm.
gonna be a big adjustment very quickly, expecting somebody to adapt to. So if that's something that you're if that was your automatic obligations, then you should have kind of had that set at the forefront instead of watching your child just constantly burn out money, and then now all of a sudden you want to make set rules to the point where, oh, you're paying rent. To me, that'd be something I'll set up as soon as I get their account open. Hey, as soon as you get account open, as soon as you start working, these are the things that we're gonna go ahead and start implementing, so we can actually save up for this or put this towards your future. So then
Right.
that means they'll automatically have in their mindset, before I just get out here and blow out money, I need to go ahead and get my mind ready to put this amount to the side.
Well, here's the other thing. He can't see her bank accounts, so he doesn't know what she has in either her checking or her savings. So apparently, he was not involved in the setup. You see what I'm saying? So maybe that's why it's kind of happening after the fact. It looks like just again, all we have is this, but it
Right.
seems like he wasn't given the opportunity to establish that with her at the once this account was established.
Right. So I guess just on his point of view and not the mother's point of view, because the mother,
Oh, you didn't fade it out.
my fiance is calling me. So,
No.
babe, tune in.
But you were saying, looking at it from the father's standpoint, because what?
We're actually, because it seems like now it's almost like the no, because it's my husband, so the wife is writing this.
Yeah. Yes.
So pretty much the wife knows everything and the husband doesn't.
Right.
I want to know what the husband feels about everything. I would like to have his opinion.
Right. But,
Okay.
so just going off of this though, she's saying he can't see what she has in either her checking or her savings account. Now, it would have been nice if they would have, added some more things in here, like, she's been saving $100 a month anyway, blah, 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 or something, but all we
Right.
have is this to go on. So if we just take it at face value, to me, it just seems like the husband is unaware of how much money she's actually making or spending.
Right.
So I don't know if the mother is saying no because of her age, or, if she's just allowing her to go willy-nilly, just because it says that she's spending her own money on whatever she wants. So how much money is she really spending? You know what I mean? Is the father just seeing her come in the house with new things, and she's saying, "Oh, I bought this, I bought that." There's a lot of details, a lot of missing information that would be nice to have in this. But all right.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope, I wouldn't hold up your time. What was it? I think that was only two, right?
How about the wax figure?
Oh, girl, I seen this and I didn't even respond. Um, I would say the one in the. Mm, you gonna
Okay.
tell me if I'm right, right?
No. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you right here. I'll tell you after the show if you were right. But
Okay.
no, I'm not gonna tell you right here. So just make a guess.
I think the one in the front is her. It's the real.
Is the real one, and
Yes,
the one in the back is the wax.
correct.
Okay. Alrighty. All right. And Courtney Jones coming through with the 2 cents.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Right. Thank you for coming. All right. Well, I've already done my black fact, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. Actually, let me go ahead because she muted herself, so let me take her out. All right. And as always, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. To my ghost watchers, y'all better come on with the comments because we up to about 23 to 25 viewers. And ain't but one, two of y'all commenting on the show. Now, I understand that you can't always catch it live, but the comments are open even on the replay. But nevertheless, as always, y'all, stay safe. Don't forget, I will not be here next week because I'll be moving. But so the next time you see me, I will be coming to you live from my new space. Until then, you guys stay safe. And just have a great week. And thank you again so much for your support. I will see you guys in just a couple weeks. Have a good one. Go dogs.